You see, beauty and blame do not exist together. As soon as you can see the beauty, you see their humanity, blame melts away. What's up, family? Welcome back to the Stop Sinking Show, where we go from struggle to flow. If there's one goal that I have in my life that supersedes most, maybe because it enables the rest, it's that I want to be as light as possible. And I don't mean the weight on my body. I mean the weight on my heart. I want to hold on to very little negative energy and resentments and regrets. I want to be as light as possible in my spirit. So my spirit is accessible and available to transcend past this human experience, this human in me that takes things personally and bogs down existence by collecting hurt experiences. That doesn't mean that you ever eliminate negative experiences. It just means that you don't hold on to them for longer than the processing of them requires. Holding on to it even a day or a moment longer is a weight that can be shed faster. It only slows you down. And so it does mean that when something happens that caused a spike of emotions, you have to release the energy from that spike and not store it within you. Whether it's one instance of disagreement that caused conflict or a longer-term pattern of distancing resentment caused by constant conflict. And a one-time conflict can turn into resentment real fast as well. This has been a hard one for me to learn, especially through all the phases in my life where my ego has led the charge. It's been hard for me to remain as light as possible and to not hold on to negative energy. Manifesting in all ways, from road rage to destroyed relationships with no seeming remorse at that time. Just at that time, no weight felt immediately. Only that the emotional wake remains forever. See, my mother taught me this lesson when I was a kid, that I'm just learning the depth of now. Anytime you have a fight, an argument, a conflict that goes unresolved with someone, she always said, you forever make them your family. That means that stranger you cut off in traffic, that one time that you cut them off in traffic, that instance that you remember so intimately, almost to the point of getting boiling angry again just thinking about it. You know why you remember it so vividly? It's because it's a part of you now. It rents space in your head. That entire instance and the people in it forever etched into you. And at a certain point, you have to get real intentional about what you want etched into you and what you have space for. Because that entire scenario is forever a part of your psyche. And those people, those emotions, forever your family, forever attached to you, forever something you must carry everywhere, weighing you down. So that negative energy, if not released, remains with you forever, forever part of your storage file. And you only have but so much storage. We have hundreds of thousands of thoughts a day, but the unfortunate part is that 95% of those thoughts are the same ones that you had yesterday because they're programmed and they're practiced and part of your personality as you know it to be. So yeah, you have a lot of storage, a lot of space, but unfortunately, 95% of it is being used up by the same things, only because it was repeated so many times, and all a makeup of what is in that storage file. So if you want to have different thoughts, hold on to more important things in your mind that take you to somewhere better than those same repeating thoughts, that same nonsense, then you have to be shedding. If you want new, you have to be shedding, letting go of a lot of things that you have held onto. You have to be letting go of the old if you want new. You can't get your gifts from God if both of your hands are full. You have to be empty in order to be filled. And that means to release that baggage, resolve the conflicts, release the resentment, vocalize the hurt, express it, extract the lesson, and move on. Easier said than done, but look at the alternatives. Do you really want a life where the older you get, the heavier you get, the slower you get, the less likely to then arrive anywhere you get? What you get is a life of misery that way. One of my favorite rap lyrics is, "It's easier to kill than it is not to." You see, as humans, we run around with the scissors, ready to cut people off, so quick to distance. Oh, someone doesn't meet our criteria of how to be? Oh, someone disagrees with our worldview? Oh, someone had a momentary lapse in expression and was rude or hurt you. Cut that person off forever. We don't need them. Who needs that energy around? We don't need anybody. We don't need them. Remove toxic people from your life, right? All that jazz. But guess what? If you leave it like that, they stay with you forever. They stay with you longer, and they're glued to you stronger. And now forever a part of that 95% of your thoughts. An afflicted wound that you never healed. That you repeat and rinse and repeat on a daily basis subconsciously to yourself to protect yourself from it ever happening again. Being very sure to harden up in the places they poked and hurt you. Changing your personality forever. Do you see peace? Do you see peace in this path for you? Put the scissors down. Cutting people off does not solve for the weight on your chest, the weight you carry in your heart. Only resolution does that. Only release allows for that. And that doesn't mean your physical relationship with that person changes, because that requires the other person to participate. But from your end, you can release nothing but love and energy to them. Because you see, it's not enough to just have no negative energy towards someone. It's not enough to just not have any negative energy. You must have positive energy for them to neutralize any weight that you may have felt in the past. You must have some undeniable beauty about that person, that weight you carried that takes away from the heaviness from your heart, that releases any resentment. You see, beauty and blame do not exist together. As soon as you can see the beauty, you see their humanity, blame melts away. Your heart, that thing right there in you, it's the most special thing you have. Everything you are or will ever be will manifest from that place. Protect it, but not by hardening and guarding, but by becoming porous and opening. Lean into where it tells you it hurts. Spend the energy it begs for to bring it solace. Spend the energy to recognize it. Don't overpower it by confining your heart space in your mind space protected by your ego. Let the heart lead. It will show you how it finds peace. And usually it's when it connects to another heart. When it sees that we all beat the same. And even if the external mediums of outreach fail and our outer shells and bodies do not harmonize, that there is always this underlying layer of harmony in all our hearts as they beat together. They sing together. And knowing how much depends on the beating and its right senses and true heart-to-heart connection, no heart would ever weigh another down. They release each other and beat on. Your heart has a habit of harmony. Just let it lead. Listen to it. I love you, family. I'll see you on the next show. Stay true. Always.